Okay, so y'all already know that I don't like the bright lights, and this is my video diary vlog. So it is not something at this point I'm putting it on YouTube because I'm not sure I want it to be something that is viral just yet. I'm still a bit, I know I said I'm burning bridges, but being the person that I am, it's still hard, you know? It's still hard. But anyways, this is how the story goes. I don't remember much of my childhood. I really don't. I blocked out a lot of it. And I don't care to open up those doors because I'm not ready for those doors to be open. Because right now I am living a reality that hurts and I'm in pain. My heart hurts. My heart is sore. And I'm just ready for it to heal. And it feels like it's on a never ending tread of disappointment and dread and horror. And now I'm at a place where I fear people. I'm a people person. I still will laugh with people. I still will talk with people. But imagine a mansion. Imagine an island. That's what you should. And then imagine a small little hut, a house in the middle of a large island. Well, I am the small little hut house, and the island is my perimeter, along with the oceans. I don't want to let anyone cross those oceans to get to the island, let alone get inside that little hut house. I'm expelling everyone. I want no one in it. I want no one in my space. I want no one around me. Just want I just want all I've ever wanted in life was to be happy. I never asked for much. I just wanted to be happy. And now I'm just at a place where I realize all people do is, no matter how much you love them, no matter how much you show them good, no matter how much you pull them up out of the trenches and prop them up, no matter how much you take them out of your depression, they'll be the first one to sink you into yours. And so for that, I'm staying away. I am in the mindset now where whatever love, whatever protection, whatever care, whatever anything that I would have given to other people, I am now pouring all of that into myself because I'm yet to find someone who is willing to do that for me. And so I'm just done. I do have my sisters, and at the end of the day, I guess that's all that I need. And I thank God that my mom gave me my sisters. I got to this place. How did I get here? I remember my teenage years, and let's talk about my love life. Let's not talk about family. Cuz family is not something you could just up and get rid of. You can cut contact with them, but they're still your blood, they're still your family. And at this point, I don't have anyone in my family that I'm cutting contact with. I am low contact with a few people, and I'm even more so now because my personal life has taken such a hit. But so here's the story. I left university 2000 and I want to say 8. I think it's 2008. I left university. I may not look the age, but I am past my 20s. I left due to circumstances, and that has to do with family, and we're not touching that topic right now because that's a whole can of worms that I'm just not ready to dip my toes in just yet. And so I left Kingston, Jamaica, and I moved to Trelawney, Jamaica, and I stayed with my aunt a bit. And then from there, my her rule was just too strict. I love her to death, and I know she loves me and will do anything for me, but her rules at that point was just too strict. And I'm grown, and I spend all my time in university in the books. I never partied. I never go out. I never do anything. I'm just always at home. I've always been homebodied, but I was even more so because that school fee was a lot. It was a lot of money, and I wasn't about to waste that because I didn't know where it would be coming from to resit or redo an examination. So I did not spend any of my years doing all the stuff that college kids do. I just stick to my books. And so when I got out of that and I moved to St. James, Jamaica, because my aunt's rule was too strict. My sister had just left for the States. She had an unfinished house, and she didn't really want to leave it locked up alone and whatnot, and I needed a place to go. So she was like, here, you can have it. It's where I'm living now. And she basically was like, you can have it. Like, at the time, it was like, you can stay there. And then I was like, okay, I need to find something for myself. And I was about in the process to go find something for myself. And she was like, no, why find something for yourself? You can just build on the land and you can have your part and I can have my part. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll just do that. And then I still want my own. Because I've always had big dreams for myself, right? And I don't know who don't, but I've always had big dreams for myself. And so I stayed, you know. I didn't look for anything for myself per se. I stayed. Later on, she was like, you can have it. Some bullshit happened there too that was it happened in last year too. It was just like 2023 was a shit year for me. And it broke me real bad. And the last straw was my relationship that I was in at the time. The one good thing that I had just went up in smokes. For no reason. What did I do? You did nothing. Do you think that I would have? No, I just don't want to be here anymore. That was the explanation. So let's rewind it back a bit. I came to St. James and I decided that I was just gonna have some fun. I've never had any fun. I've never done any partying, so that's what I'm gonna do. Whoop de whoop. I'm gonna have some fun. And so I did. At this time, I met the guy that impregnated me. Like, I got pregnant by. I got pregnant by. I don't like the term baby mama, baby daddy, and I don't feel like I'm a baby mama. I'm a single parent. I feel like it was immaculate conception at this point, to be honest with you, the way how things have gone down. And I'm not going to go too much in that because I have a living, breathing child, and I don't want the whole mess of that to be on the internet, at least not yet. I'll wait to go into that story. But anyways, I got pregnant, in me having fun and whatnot. I didn't get pregnant in me having fun. I was careful. But in the time of me having fun, I met this charming, cute, just wonderful guy that was just too good to be true. You know, one of those people that is like they walked out of a novel or something. It was just too good to be true. And I knew this. I knew this was too good to be true. But this guy pursued the he pursued me. He was like nonstop from the moment he met me. And he pursued the hell out of me. And I think he's just one of those persons who enjoys the chase, and once he has caught his prey, he's just over and done with it and wants to move to the next. And that's nobody's fault. That's him. And so when I gave in and I, said okay, but in my head, I gave in with the thought that okay, I'm just going to have some fun with this guy. Like, he's so charming. He's the type of person he makes you feel like you're in a movie. And I knew it was too good to be true, but I decided I was just going to enjoy it for however long it lasted. And in me enjoying that in for however long it lasted, I end up getting pregnant by this guy. I'm not the type of person to run around and sleep with multiple people. So if I'm sleeping with someone, that's just the person I'm sleeping with, point blank, period. If I sleep with somebody else, I'm not sleeping with you. Like, if I go sleep with someone else, I'm done sleeping with you. We not, no. And so we had a sexual relationship, so I wasn't doing anything with anybody else, cuz hey. And so it ended up that I got pregnant. And I think that's where my love life went seriously down the crapper, and I start meeting a bunch of I start getting into the most sickening and pathetic excuses for relationships ever since that one. And it was a lot. It was a lot. And I don't know why. I had my baby, and when I got pregnant and I knew I was a single mom. And I couldn't do an abortion, and it was just unthinkable. When I found out, I just fell in love with this little human being that I've never even met. He wasn't even a human being yet. He was still a little parasite. And I just fell in love. And so as he grew inside me, I fell more and more in love, and I had my baby. At that time, I was working at a call center, and the call center was selling AT&T products. I was really good at my job too, because I'm a good salesperson, and I was really freaking good at my job. But the lady there was annoying me because she wasn't good at hers, and she couldn't help nobody to save her life. So I had to be doing my job, her job, and sometimes I have to be making sales for other people so that they could keep their jobs. And then they ended up promoting one girl who wasn't making any sales. She was about to get fired, and they went down on their hands and knees and begged me to make a sale for her so that she could keep her job. And I had to come off my call and make it a sale for her, gave her back the phone, and then the next week they gave her they made her my supervisor. Remember, this girl couldn't make a sale to sell her life. And then they all band together and made my life a living hell. I'm like, you know what? F it. I'm leaving. I can't. I'm not making millions off this. I don't even know the owner of AT&T. He's making $1 billion. I'm barely making minimum wage. Like, I'm barely making money to pay my fare to get to work and back. So I left. At the time, the company was split into, it was one company, but then it split into two because the owners, like, I guess, had a disagreement. So they split into two. So I went with the sister company, and they took me real quick because they know that I was a really great sale agent, and the other part of the company, how the company started, they started selling magazines, and then they added AT&T, and then the two owners had a falling out, so they split. So I just went with the other company, and I got pregnant there. That's the time that I met the guy, and again the pay was crap ass, right? But I'm a single girl. I don't have nobody. I don't got no responsibilities. Like, what the hell? All I need to do is just have fun, go out with the girls, have fun, and just live life, right? But I met this guy who was so extremely charming, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have some fun. This is gonna be my story that I tell my grandkids or my great grandkids. Like, this is my, like, I'm a planner. Anybody that knows me, I'm a planner. I plan everything out to the key. But when they literally say man plans and God laughs, you know, that's what happened. So this dude was literally supposed to be someone that I just enjoyed, and then when I get older and I am married and I have my grandkids and they come around, I could tell them the story of this wonderful guy that I met. Either that, or he was supposed to be the guy that I sit back in my rocking chair and I think back to and I smile, because I was like, for a moment I lived like I was in a movie, because I knew it wasn't real. Nobody could keep up that facade for the rest of your life. Trust me, he was doing a lot. So I know it wasn't real, and I'm a realist. So I was going to enjoy it, and right as I was getting ready to end everything, I found out that I was pregnant. And so everything ended anyways. But at this time, pregnancy hormone got started kicking in, and when pregnancy hormones kick in, you know that everything goes wackadoodle, and all of a sudden you think you're in love, right? So I thought that I was in love with this person. I was not. I seriously was not. Because when I think back about it, I wasn't in love. This is not what loves feel like. I know. Well, I know now what loving someone feels like, and that was not it. It was mostly my hormones and the fact that this person is supposed to be the father of my kid. Um, I'm gonna stop here for now, and I'm gonna pick up in the next video on what happened next with that.